What is reloading? Reloading is taking once fired brass and taking the primer and removing said primer and adding new primers, a new powder, and a new projectile so the brass can have a new life. It is a cheaper way of reloading or loading ammunition to shoot more. So the old saying is the more you shoot or the more you load, the more money you'll save. In reality, you are going to spend, depending on your setup, you will spend more money reloading so you can spend more money shooting. You will shoot a lot more rounds. You will be at the range a lot more. If you do good ammo, make good ammo, you will sit there and become a better shot and get more time out. So right now, as in the video, you guys can't really see, I am running a press and processing brass. So what I'd like to do is, if you've not really thought about reloading because you don't have space, if you think you don't have room, I'd like to show you what you can do in limited spaces. It's like there's many different styles of presses. First, do you have room for permanent mounting setup? Do you have somewhere you can leave it and not have to worry about it getting messed around? Do you have kids at home? It's like, how many rounds do you plan to sit there and shoot a year? Is it cheaper for you just to go buy a box or two of ammo for a gun you might shoot once or twice a year? There's people out there that shoot a 500, myself included. If I didn't reload, I would not be able to afford to shoot that nearly as much as I enjoy shooting it. It's like, how much time do you plan spending? If you plan to spend a half hour a day, you might want to go with a bigger press to where you can spend only a half hour making the ammo you want to make and be back on the range or back to your day-to-day life. So like the multiple different styles of presses there are, you can have single stage presses where it's literally one action per pull lever and one die is getting used. If you'd like a discussion on in-depth going into each die, I can make a whole video on that if you would like. Just let me know. It's like, then there is progressive presses, or turret presses, my bad, that will take and allow all the dies to be on the press at one time, but only still one shell is getting processed at a time. Then there is a progressive press that will sit there and have 5 to 6 shells on a plate, depending on the setup, and allow 5 to 10 actually nowadays, and it will allow each die to touch a different piece of brass with every cycling of the lever. It's like, at the end of the day, it is all about how much money you want to spend, how much time you want to spend into it. But regardless of what setup you need to go with, there is some basic stuff you will need, regardless you go with the single stage or the high dollar progressive press or automatic press. It's like, first and foremost, you'll need a good reloading book. For the simple reason being, a good reloading book will go through everything that you need to know about trimming, sizing. It's like what powders work well. It's like, it will go through more than I can try and go through in a 5 to 10 minute video. It's like, personally, my book of choice, I like the Lyman book series. Lyman sits there, allows everybody to put their projectiles in a wide variety of powders. It's like, if you go with a Hornady book for reloading, they are only going to show their Hornady projectiles. Nothing against that, but if you want to be able to use a wide variety, Lyman is your go-to. Then after you get a book, regardless of that, you will need a way to measure your completed rounds. Sadly, you can't use a tape measure. Either you can use a pair of digital calipers. I have a pair of digital, and I also have a pair of standard. It all depends on what I'm trying to get down to. As long as it zeroes out and it is accurate, it will work well for you. multiple different brands of calipers. There's multiple different brands of everything. And if you are doing, say, rifle rounds versus pistol rounds, you can pull your barrel off and do what's called a plunk test. If you are working with rifle, you might not be able to do a pull the barrel off real easy. So, little cartridge case gauge. If it plunks down in, it's good to go. As you see, that round has been fired and still not resized, it will not go in. With a nice completed round after full sizing, it drops right down in. And only you have to do is see if you need to trim said brass before every other step, or remove a military crimp if needed. Another good piece of equipment you will need is either a scale or a good scale. Sadly, your kitchen scale will not work. You will have to get down into a measurement of grains, which is 1 grain or 7,000 grains equal 1 pound. We can't use we don't use grams majority of the time, because that is about 15.6 grains to 1 gram. So for your pistol reloading, it could be very dangerous to use a gram scale. So make sure your scale measures in grains and try and get a scale weight so you can make sure the scale is accurate and calibrated. So I could make a 25-minute video on this, but I just want to see what you guys want to see first. So if any good questions, please ask. Don't be afraid to reach out. I will try to take and answer any questions that I am confident in answering. I will try and teach you whatever I can teach you if I kept you at this point. And if you are interested in more, please maybe consider subscribing and maybe give a like and leave a comment. I know I'm doing that, and this is my first video, but would like to get more people to be able to watch and learn. Alright, well, until next time, see you around.